means today we're going to be making a life-size Barbie cake.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Ellie, she's 3 years old. The first thing we're gonna do to build the form on the bottom is take our biggest pan, and I'm just gonna trace around the bottom of the pan. We need the circumference. Now we're gonna cut it out. I've got 4 cake pans in varying sizes, and this is the biggest one. So this is gonna be our base, which is the top of the cardboard form for the bottom of the dress. Oh my goodness. This is because Ellie loves this so much, and she's been begging me to open it. But she's been like caressing it and kissing it, and she's had slimy fingers all day, so you can obviously tell where she loves it the most. I just got this Barbie at Walmart. Ellie loves it so much. It's about 2.5 feet tall, somewhere around there, but it was around like $35, which is a pretty good price for this, I think, and she loves it so much. Okay, I have to tell you guys a secret. This is one of my childhood dreams come true. No joke. That's the reason why I wanted to do it so bad, because I love it just as much as Ellie does. Well, that's really tall. Oh, this is so cool. I just realized the shoes don't come off of this, and I was like, oh, that's like so un-Barbie-like. And then I realized there's probably not shoes that would fit this one. Changed my mind. This is mine. Obviously, I don't want to make the whole thing cake because that's going to be a lot of cake and a lot of work, a lot of ingredients. We're actually going to make it cardboard from the floor up to the bottom of her skirt. And then we're going to make it cake from the bottom of her skirt to her waist. And that way it will save us a lot of time and effort in making the cake, and it will actually be a reusable stand if we ever wanted to make a giant Barbie cake in the future. So the height of this cardboard is actually almost 12 inches, and that's perfect from the floor to the bottom of her skirt. I want the bottom circle to be 3 inches bigger than this one. I'm just gonna bend this cardboard so it will fit around my round form better. You can use any cardboard for this project, but I'm actually using a 36 by 48 inch display board, which should be exactly what I need. You will need to go with the grain of the cardboard for this part so that it will fold on the lines just like this. Now it's time to glue the board together. So I have the whole thing glued now on here, making a big tube looking thing. Now it's time for a little bit of math. So the bottom circumference, which is around the whole thing, is around 50 inches. The top one is around 30 inches, right here. Let's just take the ratio, so 3 to 5. That means for every 5 inches that there are on bottom, we need 3 on top. So I've taken a spare piece of this cardboard, drawn out 5 inches on bottom, 3 inches on top, and we're gonna cut this out to use a little pattern that we're gonna trace on. So now I'm going to take this after I fold it a little bit just so it will match up with the circle. So now I can easily take this and place it on the outside and draw my lines on to be able to trim it. By trimming this, it will make it more into a dress shape once we take out the triangles that we're cutting out. All right, now that I've cut it, you can kind of see it's going to bring us into the right shape here, and then we can put this one on top, and there will be our form. So I'm gonna start gluing these slits together. Time to finish up our Hubble telescope. Okay, we've got the top part here. All of the inside is glued. If you're not sure if it will stay or if it's sturdy enough, you can take your hot glue and go around all of the seams on the inside to make sure that it will stay, but I think that it will be good. It's pretty sturdy. Now let's top it off. Okay, that's where her feet are gonna go. Now we're cutting a hole for the Barbie to go in. Okay, we've trimmed the hole for her legs to fit through, and now it's time to glue the top on. Go ahead and wrap your dress in saran wrap. This way it won't be ruined by cake or frosting. Now I'm gonna be covering the whole bottom form with tin foil so that it won't get cake on it or be ruined. And I can reuse it if I want. Put her through the tin foil. All right, it looks like it's time to put the cake on. I'm gonna make a couple of holes here so that we can put it right in the middle. Go ahead and put some frosting over it to give the cake something to stick to. Moment of truth. Yay! Perfect! Put some more frosting on and add our other layers. Ellie wanted all pink everything. She wanted pink cake and pink frosting and a pink dress and everything. So I was like, all right. Shout out to our other princess video when she turned 2. That was also pink everything. Are you ready for pink overload? In fact, the recipe for this icing can be found on that video, the princess pull-apart cake. That's where we have the recipe for this frosting specifically. Last layer. Fantastic. Doesn't it look amazing? Time to put the Barbie in. Oh, those hips though. You can do it, Barbie. Go, Barbie. You can fit into that dress you've always wanted to. Yay! I think it's gonna look good. That makes me really happy. You know what's really cool too? If there's little pieces that I see like by the hips or whatever that I need to build up a little bit, there's lots of extra cake that I can go ahead and put in there with a little bit of frosting to glue it all together. A little bustle. Now it's time to put frosting all over the cake, and then we're gonna smooth it, and then we're gonna put decorations on top of that. I am not a master baker, but I think that I can make it simple enough that anybody can do it like this, right? The tip that I'm using is Wilton 1M, and I am just going in big rose patterns. So I love the pattern from the princess pull-apart cake that I used on the cupcakes, and I'm pretty much doing the exact same thing for the whole dress on this one. We've got a base layer of icing, and I'm just decorating on top of that. And this whole Wilton icing kit, I will have a link in the description below. You can get it on Amazon. So I'm just gonna put little dollops in between, kind of fill in the little gaps. Try not to get it on the dress, but if it gets a little bit on the dress, it will be fine. It's so pretty. I am so happy right now. I ended up doing 4 different colors, starting with the lightest at the very top and working our way down to brownish pink at the bottom. Yes! Oh my goodness, that is a buttload of frosting right there. But I think it meshed really well. You almost can't even tell where the cake is and where the cardboard is. We used 12 pounds of powdered sugar and we quadrupled the recipe 3 times. That's a lot of sugar. Now for some finishing touches. I'm adding on some slits that I got in the party section at Walmart that are pearl pink color. And I'm gonna put these all throughout the dress just to tie it all together. It's finally done! Cover your eyes. Let's go see it. Okay, open your eyes, look. Do you like it?
My favorite.
Woo! Pink cake! Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you like this video. Also, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All of the things that you will need for this Barbie cake are in the link in the description below on Amazon. If you click over here, you can watch me every day on the beach house. And if you click over here, you can watch my princess pull-apart cake. We'll see you guys next time.